So Effie, right? Effie, she thinks that she's doing a very good thing by betraying Tariq because of the fact that she still had love for Tariq. But at the same time, you really do have to understand that even though that's the case, Effie should have really understood her moves. And she's really not as smart as she thinks she is. She's really not. And the reason why is because she's done some things within this season, or I should say within season 3, right? Because season 3 is technically wrapped up, that isn't very smart on her end. Number one, right? Not necessarily in any kind of order. Number one, Effie pretty much did course perfect. Oh, she basically just took the same name that Tariq was doing, right? The same thing, and literally just did the same thing over. Just changed it to a slightly different name. What Effie should have done if she was smarter than that, she would have understood that it's time to get an entirely different hustle. The homework game and stuff like this is terrible, and that she needs to essentially be in a situation where just create something new and bring that type of business off campus, right? And the second thing that she did, right, probably bring it off campus to a different school, slang that somewhere else. That spot is too hot. How are you going to be in a situation where you're going to get busted for what it is that she was slanging, and then at the same time go right back to the same spot? No, you don't go back to the same place. You find somewhere else. That's the whole point. That's why it's called The Block is Hot, right? It's too much attention to a particular place that now we have to abandon, that we could have kept getting money out of if everyone would have kept it on the low, would have kept it quiet. But she didn't decide. Effie decided not to do that. Effie literally went back to the same location that was the spot already was blown up from, which was Tariq's course correct. Now, the second thing that she did, and the most important thing that she did, Effie betrayed Tariq for the second time. There's not going to be a third time, right? Tariq was able to forgive Effie because he was able to see things from her side the first time around, and Tariq was able to get a second chance, right? Still able to go to a college, just a different college. But this time he's not gonna do that. And the reason why it is that he's not gonna do that in the first place is due to the fact that she's done it again, and she put him in an even worse situation, because it's not just kicking him out of school. Kane, as you see in the picture, this is why I decided to have this picture as the thumbnail and stuff like this and everything, is because Kane could have really popped him. Kane could have got rid of Tariq up on out of here, right? But she did it again. And I said two things. She did three things, as a matter of fact. And this is why she's a 3-time loser. She's out. She did not hit the ball. She struck out 3 times. She's working with Noma. And Effie thinks, oh yeah, you know, I'm a betray Tariq. I want to see Tariq get betrayed, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, but you're working with Noma, and Noma is ruthless. So the idea of you thinking that you're going to get out once you get that safety number, unfortunately she's delusional, because Noma is not going to let Effie just walk away regardless of how much money Effie is making. No, when you in the game, when you're in Noma's organization, you're in the organization for life. You talking about getting out? Yeah, you getting out in a casket. That's how you getting out, according to Noma. So Effie really didn't understand the whole board. Effie didn't really understand that, no, what she should have done if she wanted to be in the game, what she could have done is quit being in the game, period, or go find her own hustle. And that lets you know that Effie is not that bright. She's not smarter than Tariq. She's not. Because if she was, she would have been doing the very same thing that Tariq was doing on the scale that Tariq was able to, and Brayden, of course, was able to do it on. So Effie is really playing a very dangerous game, you know. Good luck to her. You know, she, like I said, she's bumped down to a pawn. She was in a position of being a queen, right? Or I should say a bishop, right? Moving towards a queen. She's now been bumped down to a pawn.